conference will now be recorded.
So first of all, thanks for joining the section. So this is Ravi Kumar. So I have overall of experience of around 10 years of IT experience. Okay. So in that I work for various technologies. So in that Tableau, Power BI, data warehouse like Microsoft SQL data warehouse, Hadoop data warehouses. Okay. And after that, I used to work as some DevOps engineer also. But after that, I just gone through the Splunk technologies. From last 3.5 years onwards, I'm working with Splunk, Snowflake. So previously, before Snowflake, I used to work as a Splunk analyst. So actually, in that Splunk also, I used to work as a data analyst. So entirely with overall of my 10 years of experience, I worked as both data engineer plus data analyst. I have a tagline of data engineer come data analyst. So whereas first three or coming to the Tableau, Power BI, and Splunk, all these are data analyst. And whereas a data warehouse like Microsoft SQL and also Hadoop and Snowflake are the data engineer operations. So I have both experiences. Okay. So right now, I used to work as a multi-cloud data engineer, with the data analyst operations. Okay. But in specifically, I am just more on the data engineering part. So with multi-cloud operations, I have good experience on AWS cloud data engineering, GCP cloud data engineering, and Snowflake data engineering and Azure cloud data engineering also. But in this course content, I used to cover entire Snowflake data engineering. So what are the data engineering roles and responsibilities and how to do operations with the Snowflake. So what is the ETL? What is the flow of data engineering operations? What we need to do on the data engineering operations? Everything we covered on the Snowflake. Okay. So in this course content, so around 40 to 45 hours. Actually, this is 2 years back. Once I started my classes on the Snowflake, this image was created. So on the time, it's 8 years experience. I started my classes on Snowflake last 2 years back. Okay. So this is my first image. That's why it is not changed. Anyways, no problem. So right now I have overall of 10 years, and now the classes will be around 40 to 50 hours, like around 45 to 50 hours of classes are covering in the Snowflake sessions. Okay. So to complete the entire course content. Okay. So that's content will be very huge, well, compared to previous sections. Why? Because every day we are every batch we are keep on increasing the content, and we are adding more operations also. Okay. For based on my experiences. So in our course content, around 45 to 50 hours of course content will be covered in this section. Okay. Both administration and development part, both will be covered. Both admin and development will be covered. And within the course content, real-time topics will be covered, interview questions will be covered, and real-time scenarios with one end-to-end project will be covered. So actually project will be not in one day. Okay. So every topic I will take it as a one project, every topic as a one project, and I will explain within the topic itself. This is the one project flow. This is the one project flow. Like that, I will explain it. Okay. And resume guidance will be there completely, and interview guidance will be there, interview questions and everything will be shared. So, and we will have some WhatsApp group or Telegram group. So in that I will be available. You have any doubts, you can cover in that group itself. I will give you complete support until you get your job on WhatsApp, like doubts or other stuff. Share all documents within the WhatsApp itself, and I will give the drive access also, and I will show you reference docs to enhance your skill set. Okay. So with the help of docs.snowflake.com, you can read lot of documents and to enhance your skill set. So that also I will show you. Okay. This is about the entire operations. Now classes will be Monday to Friday, Saturday optional, every day 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes will be there. Okay. Some section will be 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Some section will be around 870 minutes also will be there. Depends upon the topic. Let's say, for example, topic was not completed means I will try to close the topic within the day itself. Okay. So definitely averagely we will have a class of 1 hour. Okay. Every day, Monday to Friday sessions will be there. Saturday optional. I will tell you one day before if the Saturday class will be there. Okay. So definitely. So based on the content, based on the topics, I will take the sections on Saturday also, but Sunday no sections. Okay. So if any requirement, I didn't take any class on the Sunday, but in future, if it is required, definitely I can go with that based on your interest. Based on your interest. This is about myself. So myself, I have overall of 5 to 6 years of training experience is there. Okay, I trained a lot many people are there. So with the different technologies. Okay, I trained with the Tableau. I trained with something like data warehouses previously in the Hadoop highway, and I trained after the Splunk. I trained latestly Snowflake. Okay, so this is my experience and my overall view on the Snowflake course content. So let first you introduce yourself and I will start the session. So first I will try to know yourself and I will try to start the session. Please introduce yourself one by one. Do you have any questions? You can ask me. So just to feel this section as an interactive section. Okay, don't take it as a demo or something like other names. Just interactive section. Please interact with me. Clear your doubts. Try to interact with me. Please one by one.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi. Myself, I'm Swapna. Actually, currently, I'm working as a developer. Present, I'm maternity leave. While going to the leave, my manager said like I need to next to future is going to be Snowflake and AWS. Due to that, I joined this class to know what is what actually what is a Snowflake.
Yes, so many people are thinking, yes, thinking not, so many people are looking for the Snowflake profiles. Nowadays, within this recession period also, there are a lot of resources are needed to fulfill the projects. Okay, but most of the people are internally moving. Okay, but outside also maybe in coming days, outside also we are getting a huge requirement from the Snowflake projects. Why? Because this was started earlier back 3 years back in the US market. Okay, now everything will be established on the USA. Now India people needs to do supporting activities. Yes or no? So in this case, recently in the India, the Snowflake market was growing a lot of like huge and fast response we are getting in the India market also. So maybe in coming future, definitely Snowflake having a lot of opportunities. All MNCs, including small companies, also taking choosing and profiles. But as of now, internally moving the profiles. Okay, like Power BI people, Tableau people, or ETL people, like Informatica people, data stage people, or Alteryx people. Okay, these people are moving their profiles into Snowflake. Okay, but in coming days, must and should they need a huge knowledge on Snowflake. So this course is apt for the people who are looking for the Snowflake.
So to know the Snowflake, what are the background knowledge we need to get?
Actually, for the Snowflake, though no, according to me, no prerequisites is required. Open job openings are very large. Almost all MNC companies are taking the Snowflake profiles. Packages also very high. So in this case, according to me, no prerequisites is required. But if you have a SQL knowledge and you have any other data warehouse knowledge, or you have some Python knowledge, okay, previously, so that will be additional added for your profile. Okay, but why? Because according to me, I know prerequisites are required because of everything I will teach you from the scratch itself, here itself. No prerequisites is required. If you understand my language, if you know how to do some operations on the computer, okay, from very basic content I will cover in this section.
Okay. Actually, I'm a Hadoop developer currently. So is it okay, right, to know the
It is
Snowflake?
required means it is required. If it is not required, also no problem.
Yeah.
Why? Because let's say, for example, simply one of my friend is there. He don't know SQL, but he is expert in Snowflake. So every time we are interacting with writing a query, I am talking in the SQL point of view, but this guy is talking on the Snowflake point of view. Yes, both are correct. Why? Because in the Snowflake, 90 to 95% will be 90 to 95% will be SnowSQL. Okay, that SnowSQL will be completely similar to SQL only, MySQL. Okay, I know MySQL. That's why I'm always talking this query in the MySQL point of view. But my friend won't talk it as in MySQL point of view. My friend always talking that query in the form of Snowflake only, SnowSQL. But both are correct. Why? Because you don't know the MySQL. But I know the MySQL. I feel that, okay, it is 100% similar to the MySQL only. That's why every time I'm talking on the MySQL point of view. What my intention is here, without knowing something also, you can learn something new. Okay. In this case, whether you have a Hadoop knowledge, whether you don't have a Hadoop knowledge, no problem. Okay. Why? Because you can directly learn the Snowflake. Okay, because from basics, I will cover you where the Snowflake came, what is the Hadoop, what we can form it. Okay, so some basic knowledge is enough to know on the Hadoop. Why? Because these all are the alternate tools for the Hadoop actually. In this case, I'm not saying that you don't need, but if you have, that will be the one of the best things. Okay, so that will helpful to know something better on the new learnings like Snowflake teaching classes like that. But if you don't know, also no problem. From scratch itself, I try to teach you.
Okay.
Anybody? Anybody having any questions?
Sir, do we need to learn only Snowflake, or like do we need to learn any other technologies
Actually,
along with this?
yes.
Is it
Actually, only Snowflake won't be getting your job, sir. So for getting your job, you need to learn something also. So, but with Snowflake, you can learn easily whatever the requirements for the Snowflake. Okay. For example, in the market, they won't ask only Snowflake. They are asking for combination of AWS with Snowflake or Azure with Snowflake or GCP with Snowflake. Okay, at least computer service, cloud storage services, and event manager, like otherwise orchestration tools or softwares or services like that they are expecting. Let's say, for example, in AWS, they are expecting S3 knowledge and also IAM knowledge and also event notification SQS, SNS, or Lambda services and Apache Airflow they are expecting. Okay, this type of expectations are there in some profiles. In some profiles, they are expecting Snowflake with Matillion. In some profiles, they are expecting only Snowflake. In some profiles, they are expecting, like for example, Snowflake with DBT, data building tool. So in this case, so you can't, for example, in some cases, what they will do, they are expecting Hadoop with Snowflake. In some projects, they are expecting Ambitious and Snowflake. Why? Because it is a centralized system and it has a lot of branches. Okay, as a tree, this is as a tree. Snowflake is as a tree, as a centralized system. For this, lot of branches are there. Lot of branches are there. So in this case, based on their projects, they're expecting the extra knowledge also, along with the Snowflake. The Snowflake is the main first criteria. Okay. So after this criteria only, they're expecting the other things. So in this case, these all are the options. But what is my experience in my students is, After learning the Snowflake, why? Because every options, everything will be covered in the Snowflake only. Let's say database management, I will cover in the Snowflake only. Data warehouse management, I will cover in the Snowflake only. ETL operations, I will cover in the Snowflake only. Okay, and the integrations with AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, GCP Cloud, I will cover in the Snowflake only. And also a lot of services like S3 service, IAM service, event management service, okay, triggering services, okay, and also computer services in the cloud. Of all three clouds, I will cover in this session itself. Okay, so with this knowledge, if you open the other technologies, for example, DBT, you can easily cope up. Easily cope up. Why? Because every ETL operations will be covered in the Snowflake. Same operations you can use on the same like ETL tools also. Okay, in this case, some tools are drag and drop only. It is very easy to know, say that, yes, I know very well about that ETL tools by learning the Snowflake. So my students don't feel any problem, even they are asking the other combination also. Why? Because before going to the interview, so they just check that what is the combination and immediately they're checking the Google. Okay, for example, they are asking Ambisha. So they're just checking the Ambisha, how the tool is working and how the operations are using. Okay, and then with one day operations, so they immediately telling all these questions from that interview. Why? Because every operations are doing on the Snowflake only. So this experience is on the practice is easy. I'm not saying that it is only Snowflake is needed. Okay, but our Snowflake classes, you can easily grab the classes of others also based on the company requirements. But nowadays, the market is keep on checking from the along with the Snowflake and the DBT, Snowflake with Matillion. So in these sections, only Snowflake I will cover you. If you want DBT also, there is a section of 15 hours of sections are there. You can enroll for that also, no problem. But for you, I will show you some basics. Okay. So with that basics also, you can learn by yourself also. But ever wish, if you want to learn from my side, you can enroll to DBT also. That is a separate content we have. Around 15 hours of sessions we have. Okay, separate section will be there. You can contact to the concerned person. They will explain it. But if you don't want the TBT or other things, okay, you just learn with the Snowflake one. Got my point?
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you. Also, like in this only Snowflake and basic DBT skills only you are going to teach, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In the only Snowflake, you don't say that. Why? Because in the Snowflake, I am not talking the Snowflake as just a software. So if you say that in your words, and it seems like only Snowflake. So not like that, sir. Simply, what is my clarification is here. Snowflake is not only, it is more than only, because here I am teaching you data engineering operations. That means data engineering operations is nothing but entire life cycle, entire OLTP system and OLAP system. All this will be covered in the Snowflake. That means I don't want to cover the Snowflake as only just a software. I just call this software Snowflake as a data engineer. So in this case, we can going to cover lot of things, which was call it as a branches of Snowflake, like AWS Cloud, Azure Cloud, GCP Cloud, ETL operations, database management, okay, and transformations, okay, and other schema creations and other things. Everything, lot of things we can cover.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody having other questions? Sir, if you don't mind, I just ping in one WhatsApp group. Sorry, in message tab, I ping one link. Please fill that form at free time in this session. Please click on that link and please try to give your details. It's simple request. Please try to give some details on that link. and please interact with me. It's just a interaction section. So we'll talk about Snowflake much more on coming classes or something else. Okay. If you like, if you decide that is S course is suitable, so you can enroll it and you can continue it, no problem. But before that, you have any questions, please ask me, no problem. I can try to clear the all of your questions.
Sir, if I'm going to put CV after these classes, like how much experience I can keep, like 2 or 3, like that.
Yes, very good question. Actually, in the Snowflake, they are expecting minimum of 1.5 years of experience. So no fresher opportunities in the Snowflake. So they're expecting minimum 1.5. Okay, starting from 1.5, and they are expecting 4 years also. But our students are keeping around within the Snowflake 3 years, 3.2 years like that. And that much of content we are covering in the course content.
Okay.
So you can keep start from 1.5 and go up to 3.5. Don't go more than that. So up to 3.5, okay, fine, no problem. Within the Snowflake. Overall, your wish, no problem. Within the Snowflake, I am talking.
Okay. And one more question I have, like if I go to interviews nowadays, like not only Snowflake, like other technologies also, like we don't know Snowflake. This is completely new technology, right? So if they ask like how you are going to get requirements, how many team members you have, so such type of questions, like what is the complex task you have faced, such type of questions, how can
Actually,
we are going to handle it?
every question, there is an answer, sir. You don't know the subject, that's why you are trying, you are unable to give the answers. So actually, for example, what is your experience? You have said that 3.5 years experience, for example. So how
Yes.
many team members are there? In some companies, one member will be there. Some company, 5 members will be there. Some company, 30 people are there. Okay. For example, a small company having only one person supporting 10 activity person is there. Okay. You can say genuinely like around 5 to 6 people are there. It's a small company. So that you can say that it is a small company. So why? Because you people are working for the so and so project. It is a latest project. Around 5. For example, you are working for the big companies, like say in your people only, you have some cab Gemini experience or some Wipro experience. They have a huge, so that you can say around 12 to 13 people are there. And what is our role, whether it is admin or development. In our course content, I am covering both admin and development part, but most of the people are looking for the Snowflake developer only. Why? Because in the Snowflake, admin tasks are very less. Okay, so very negligible. So in this case, most of the people will concentrated on development only. And then nowadays profiles are picking both admin come developer. No separate sections are there, for no separate what we can say, recruitments are there. Okay, both they are expecting. So the both we are covering in the course content, so that so some of the task will tell by admin, some task will be on the development. You can explain it, no problem. Now next question will be, what is your complex task? So for example, for me, the complex task will be just collecting the data from AWS cloud. For you, maybe the complex task will be same collecting the data from CDC. Sir, it's all depends, sir. Complex task will be depends upon the people, depends upon the project also. So in this case, whatever the practicals you are doing, in that practicals only you just pick one thing and try to explain it. You didn't focus it what you are done, how you are explaining they are focused. So you just failure on the explanation. My feeling is that you are just failing on the explanation. Why? Because let's say I'm saying that 40 hours of sections. In 40 of our sections, we don't talk some other extra things, na? Extracurricular activities. Na? Definitely we'll talk on the subject only. Okay. In this subject, if you are good enough on knowing the things, definitely you can answer the things. Na? Why? Because whatever the software we are explaining in the practicals or this section, Same software and same operations will be on the real time. But you are not adapting the things. Okay, this is the real time things. This is the operations are happening on the real time. You are not adapting. That's why you are unable to give that answers. So in the sections, I will tell you, sir, all of your questions. Okay. After my sections, definitely you can answer this, all of your these questions. Okay. So in the classes also, you can discuss it also. No problem.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Sir, and one more question, like how much percentage we need to learn these cloud technologies, AWS, Azure, GCP out of 100 for to sustain as a Snowflake developer?
Actually, every cloud having its own data engineering operations. Let's say, for example, I will show you one image so that you can easily understand. So data engineering, data engineering, big data pipeline. Let's say if you talk about, okay, any database, okay, MySQL, and after that ETL Informatica, or data warehouse like Spark plus Hadoop. This is one big data engineering pipeline. Coming to the clouds, like AWS cloud. In databases, call it as a database, or DS, relational database systems, Postgres, SQL. These all are the SQL databases. Okay. And coming to the ETL glue, coming to the data warehouse, Redshift and Databricks you can use, or PySpark you can use. Or coming to the Azure, coming to the Azure here. So in the Azure, SQL servers, Cosmos DB, and other database managements are there. And ETL point of view, Data Factory or ADF, okay, or Azure Databricks, or data warehouse like Synapse. This is the flow of data engineering. Okay, coming to the GCP, uh, like Cloud SQL, Bigtable, Cloud Functions. These are the database management. Coming to the ETL, data proc, data prep, data flow, data fusion. Okay, data fusion is the most ETL, and these are the other operations like Databricks, like that. These are the based on the requirement. You can choose this process, okay, or application. Coming to the data warehouse, BigQuery. This is the flow of data engineering. Coming to the other, any SQL, cloud or on-prem, ETL, any ETL, cloud or on-prem, like data DBT, Matillion, or other informatic, or whatever you want, data warehouse called Snowflake. In the Snowflake itself, no need of Databricks, no need of Azure Databricks. Snowpark will be there, alternate for Databricks, alternate for Azure Databricks, alternate for Snowpark, PySpark. These are the data. Now we are covering this one. So in this case, how much knowledge we need to gain on the AWS cloud, Azure cloud, GCP cloud means you are not expertised in that present cloud data engineering. Let's say you are not expertised in the AWS data engineering, you are not expertised in the Azure cloud data engineering, you are not expertised in the GCP cloud. You are going to expertise in the Snowflake. That means complete Snowflake and basics of GCP, Azure, and AWS. So in this case, mostly we are talking about services like database management, ETL management, and data warehouse management. But if you cover database management, ETL management, data warehouse management, that will be that data engineering. Let's say AWS data engineering, Azure data engineering, GCP data engineering. But where is Snowflake data engineering? No. So in this case, in our course content, or companies also expecting the things. For example, Snowflake data engineering means, so they're expecting in the AWS, what is S3 service? What is the storage service? What is the IAM service? What is the triggering service? What is the orchestration service? Okay. What is the access management service? This major services will be expected that I will cover. So in this space, you can say it as a 30 to 40%. 30 to 40% on the clouds along with the Snowflake content. Got my point? But my experience saying that after learning the Snowflake, whatever the operations like AWS, Azure, GCP, all are easy. So why? Because after now I am multi-cloud data engineer. I know all these tools. Okay. But after some classes, I will try to open the GCP and I will try to ask you to configure the BigQuery. You can do BigQuery operations after learning the Snowflake. After learning the Snowflake, you can easily do the AWS glue operations. After learning the Snowflake perfectly, you can easily do the informatical operations, ADF operations, or data flow operations, or data proc operations. Why? Because all are similar tools, only everything will be covered on the Snowflake. Only UI and operation will be different. Process and the strategy and implementation is same. Got my point? So I'm saying that after some classes, okay, I will show you the BigQuery and I will ask you to configure and I'll load the data from other services or other sources by your own without knowing any single topic on the BigQuery. Do you understand?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So here, what is my intention is that all data engineering operations I will cover within the Snowflake only. So that with that knowledge, all these operations will be easy, whether it is ABC, whether it is XYZ tool, whatever it may be, you can easily cope up within the short time. Why? Because companies are expecting based on their requirements. They won't expect only one platform. Okay. So in this case, based on the requirement means we can't go and explain all of 100 softwares or 100 tools. And we can't learn it also. So based on the JD, job description, easily learn. So that I will give you capability to do all entire data engineering operations within the Snowflake. That's it, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, in case of if you want to learn DBT or Medallion, so which one we need to choose and which is the better to choose?
In this case, once you go through the Snowflake enrollment, what you will do, for example, one of the certain period, they are expecting Snowflake with Medallion. Okay. Like for example, this month they are expecting Snowflake with Medallion profiles more means in next month they are expecting DBT profiles. So that means a combination they are expecting, but I'm not saying that this is a what we can say static. So why? Because I don't say that Medallion and Snowflake is better or DBT Snowflake is better. What you will do, just go to the Naukri and check that what is the combinations mostly from last 2 months, last 3 months, last 1 month. Okay, check the combination and decide it. But after the learning of Snowflake, both will be easy. Both I will show you some UI and what are the operations and what is the job role I will show you. Don't worry about it. As a basics, I will show you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
But you can decide. So which is the best based on the profiles they are expecting. Okay, last 6 months, try to analyze from the Naukri. So which profiles they are expecting mostly. So accordingly, you can find out it.
Okay. Sir, and you said like you are working as a Snowflake developer, right? So currently, are which tools you guys are using, sir? Like in your
We are
organization?
using DBT, Medallion, both we are using. Okay, that's
Okay.
why I'm covering both on the course content. And right now, mostly we are working with the GCP and Snowflake.
Okay.
GCP with Snowflake. In
Yeah.
some
Okay.
companies, AWS with Snowflake, they are expecting. Most my work in my project is BigQuery, and I'm a certified Snowflake data engineer. I am certified GCP data engineer, associated data engineer. So most of my projects are in GCP, so that my work is on GCP. But in India, most of the combinations they're expecting AWS with GCP, Azure with sorry, AWS with Snowflake, Azure with Snowflake. Not much exposure on GCP. Maybe in coming future it will come. I am working with the US projects, okay, US company. So right now we are doing GCP combination mostly with Snowflake. But in India right now, AWS mostly, and the second one is Azure. Azure combination they expect with Snowflake.
Okay, okay, thank you. Sir, can we come to institute and can we practice along with old
Yes, sir.
students?
Yes, you can practice it also, no problem. I will be
Okay,
available.
okay, okay. With old students also we can practice, right? Like
World
those.
students are there, and if you
Okay,
have any doubts, I will be also
okay,
give help. No problem.
okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
No, for supporting wise, until you will get, I will be with you, sir. Whether it is offline or online. So anytime you can ping me, okay,
Okay,
in WhatsApp. Let's say if you have any doubt, you just make some good communication is there, sir. Just make a voice message or make a screenshot of your error. I will try to
okay.
clear your problem with
Yeah,
voice message, or I will try to connect immediately on that session itself. No problem.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, sir.
There is a communication, best communications are there. We can easily utilize the services. So come actually what is happening is why this confusion is happening in the Snowflake means actually most of the people are right now they are migrating to the Snowflake. So now endpoint is Snowflake right now. In this case, up to the projects, up to the companies are using some other tools now, like Informatica, Talent, Matillion, or some people are Hadoop or other Spark. This type of tools are used now. So they are migrating to the Snowflake means along with the Snowflake knowledge. Actually, they are expecting Snowflake only, but along with the Snowflake knowledge, which tool they are using. Let's say, for example, I am using ABC tool. They are expecting some basic knowledge on ABC. Actually, there is no work on that ABC. You got my point.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
But they are
yes.
expecting. Why? Because at the time of migration, if you know the tool, okay, you can easily migrate it. Na?
Yeah, yeah, that's correct.
That's what they are expecting. So in this case, ETL tools are used, sir. All ETL tools we can't learn. That's why, based on the job description and the day itself, we can just say that as I have a knowledge. So if you say I have a knowledge means they won't test it also actually.
Okay,
One or two questions they will ask you. So for example, they are expecting Ambitious and a Snowflake. They will ask one or two questions. You just at the before interview, you read 10 questions or 20 questions on that Ambitious. You can easily say that, na? Actually, 1 year back, we are using that one, but we completely migrate to Snowflake. We are doing everything on the Snowflake. They can easily accept it. They don't know, na? So that's what. In that, in our classes, I will tell you and I will teach you and I will guide you this type of activities also. Don't worry.
yeah, okay. Sir, and DBT and Medallion, those are ETL tools or like what?
Matillion is called it as a ETL tool. DBT, we can't say it as a ETL, but transformations. Why? Because
Okay,
DBT won't support for extraction and loading.
okay,
Transformation, data building tool. Transformation, most for the transformation. But
okay,
Matillion is a ETL. DBT, we don't call it as a ETL.
okay,
Transformations.
okay.
Sorry,
So,
everything you can do on the Snowflake, sir. Don't worry about it.
yeah, sir,
Everything we
one,
can do it.
yeah, but one more question. If it is ETL tool, Medallion is a ETL tool means like we have other ETL tools also, right? Like Talent, Informatica. So
Yes.
like why they are specifically they are asking Medallion, sir? Like, is it
So,
compatible with the
so
Snowflake or
compatibility and easy access with Snowflake. That's it. Why? Because it is simple connectors are there in the Snowflake itself, and they
okay,
have a combinations. Okay, the flow of the Matillion and Snowflake will be same, so that
okay,
whatever the output from the Matillion will be grabbing on the Snowflake will be very easy.
okay, okay,
So better fit answer. That's it.
okay, okay. And Snowflake is a database or ETL tool, sir? Because
That one is not. Actually, people don't know about the Snowflake very well. But Snowflake is the one of the best software which will support for complete data engineering flow. It will act as a OLTP, it will work as a ETL, it will be work as a OLAP also. That means database, ETL, data warehouse also.
Okay.
That is one of the tool actually. So no other softwares or other data warehouses won't support this type of activities. They are only support for ELT, extraction, load, and transformation. But Snowflake will be the best suitable for ETL, ELT, as well as database management, OLTP system, and data warehouse management, data OLAP systems.
Okay.
I think you can see here. I explained here only. Actually, database is a row storage. Data warehouse is a maximum columnar storage, but Snowflake is a hybrid columnar storage. So it is a combination of row and columnar storage. It will better suitable for OLTP and OLAP.
Yeah. Okay.
And one more important thing, here itself database management systems will be there. ETL and ELT flow will be there. Streaming data ETL operations are there. Data warehouse operations are there, and basic analytical visualizations also there. We can create statistics and visualization and dashboards also. Basic, not huge, but basic.
Okay.
So I just every time I will compare the data engineering operation will be with housewife, and data analyst I will compare with husband. Every time housewife will try to cook the food by collecting and taking all the ingredients from different places, and she cook a perfect recipe. Okay, why? Because actually housewife duty is taking the ingredients, collecting the ingredients, cleaning the ingredients, preparing the separate ingredients for the separate combinations. Okay, and after that she need to cook a best recipe. Okay, and keep it in the one bowl on the food. The entire food cooked by housewife will be keep on the bowls, that we call it as a data marts or data warehouses. And from there, okay, husband will go and pick and take it into the plate and eat it. Actually, analysis. So that means the data analyst will take that food and eat that food for creating some analysis. So simply data engineering roles will be housewife roles. Data analyst role will be husband role. Do you got my point? Now we are talking about data engineering mostly. Data engineering role is collecting the data, segregating the data, cleaning the data, preparing the data, and after that, whatever the data you want, that data needs to be maintained on the data warehouses. And after that, this is the part of data engineering. That means OLTP and OLAP and ETL operations. From there, data analyst like Power BI, Tableau people will collect the data and create a visualizations like reports, visualizations, and dashboards. So for that will be helpful to take a decisions. So this is a data engineer and data analyst. Got my point?
Yeah, got it. Thank you. Sir, and one more question, like what is the drawbacks of like a Snowflake? Means like, sometimes when I attended a reporting tools interview, like when I said I worked as a Tableau developer, then what is the drawbacks of Tableau? Like what is the drawbacks of other reporting tools? They were asking. So like that. So here also, if they ask like, can we answer them like, what is the drawbacks of Snowflake?
Definitely, sir. Every software having its own drawbacks, sir. So why? Because so as a humans, we can't fulfill everybody's wishes, na? Let's say, for example, in this class, 15 people are there, for example. All 15 people won't like by Ravi, na? Or Ravi won't like by all 15 people. So everybody has his own drawbacks. But how we will find out the drawbacks? How you can say it as a drawback? Tell me. Let's say, for example, Ravi is not suitable. How you will say? By comparing with other. Yes, sir. Or if I
Yes.
didn't reach your heights or your expectations, then you will consider as a drawback. Got my point?
Yeah. Yes.
So in this case also, every tool up to the extent you are talking means definitely there is a drawbacks. So that means within the course content, I will tell you what is the drawback. Why? Because topic wise there is a drawback. Let's say, for example, for the streaming data, some drawbacks are there. Okay. So and something like drawback like cost wise that will be there sometimes. So like that sometimes based on the popularity wise the drawbacks will be there. Sometimes based on the data type the drawbacks will be there. Okay. So here for you it is a benefit. For me it is a drawback. Why? Because I am thinking as a huge. I am thinking in the different. So depends upon the requirement only we can say it as a drawback. But some constant drawbacks are there. On that constant drawback, we can say it as a some cost. Cost wise, somewhat cost wise, it is drawback. That is the first point. And the second point, drawback in the Snowflake is it is not that much of easy to learn. Why? Because it is not Ravi's answer actually. You can say it in the Google also. There is a lot of box they are saying. So Snowflake is not a simple tool or simple software like a other data warehouses. Other data warehouse I am calling is Redshift, BigQuery, Synopsys. It's simple UI is there. You can easily do your operations within the simple UI. But in the Snowflake, there is a multiple things are involved. Multiple operations are involved. So in the Redshift or BigQuery or Synopsys, there is a separate categories are there. But all these categories are involved in the Snowflake if you better know how to utilize the Snowflake. So that's why I can't say that as a simple software, okay, you can easily learn it. That is also one drawback. It is not said by Ravi. It was said by Blocks itself, Google Blocks itself. Okay. Like that, in streaming data, some drawback is there. So we can't load use files in the streaming data. So on that case, that will be overcome with the Snowpark. Alternates are there. Snowpark software will be there, or Python code we can utilize. So in this case, drawbacks are more, sir. So in this case, topic wise, I will talk it, sir. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So first I start my class with class also what is Snowflake and why Snowflake only. In the why Snowflake, you can say all are advantages. If you know advantages, you can say immediately drawbacks also. No?
Yeah, correct.
So my first class will be what is Snowflake, and after that, why Snowflake. So first 1 to 2 hours only you can understand what is the benefits of why we are going with Snowflake. Did you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see yes.
These guys are the endpoints. Actually, these are the ETL tools. So these are the data sources. The data sources are connected with the real-time systems. Okay. So these are maintaining all your transactions of limited period. And the data will be maintained on the data warehouse as a huge. Let's say, for example, you have a 10 years data. First, latest 2 years data will be in the database. All 10 years data is in the data warehouse. Okay. So why we need to maintain that activity, I will tell you in the coming class. Just see this activity. So these databases are only latest data, whereas data warehouses has a complete period of data, use and historical data. Okay. So in this case, while loading your data into data warehouses, in the middle, they will use a ETL for extraction and transformation. Transformation means data cleaning, preparation, and segregation. Everything they will happen in the ETL tools, and then data will be loaded into the data warehouse. Okay. And in the data warehouses, they will create a data marts also. For example, there is a separate marts are there. So marts is nothing but, let's say, vegetable mart, fruit mart, or something like shopping, other related marts are there. Na? Segregation, data segregations happen in the after data warehouse also, depends upon the requirement. Data marts are there. From the data marts or data warehouses, other people utilize Power BI, Tableau, or data mining, data monitoring, data analyst, or data scientist. People utilize the data from the data warehouse and they create their visualizations, reports, and predictive operations and other things. So this entire process up to here, this is called it as a data engineer, and this we call it as a data analyst and a data scientist. The mostly data engineer or data analyst or data scientist, we can say. As I said previously, this entirely we can do with a preparation of your food. Okay, we just call it as a data engineering operations will be preparation of your food. Okay, data analyst will be a eating of your food. And what is the data scientist? Let's say, for example, our wife will, for example, our wife or somebody will cook the food. So by collecting good ingredients and everything, that will be data engineer. Data analyst, what it will do? He will eat the food and say that, okay, it is good, it is perfect. Okay, yes, it is better to eat it also. Like that, they will tell you and helpful to take decisions from the other candidates. Let's say, for example, as a X person, you eat that food and you, based on your feedback, some people will decide that whether you will eat that food or we don't eat that food. You can take the decisions. Okay, that is the data analyst role. What is data scientist role? After eating the food, they will tell you, okay, so these many calories I gained, these many calories I lost. After eating this food, tomorrow I maybe go with emotions, or maybe I will go with something like a energetic person. Like that, they will create some algorithms and they will call some statistics, and they will create some reports with the help of that algorithms and statistics. Some predictive operations they will do. That is data scientist help duty. So in this case, data analyst or data scientist or other people will work on the data warehouse only. That data warehouse we talk at the Snowflake. Got my point? Got my point? Sorry.
Yeah, yes.
Anybody having any questions, please ask me. Anybody having any questions, please ask me. So please try to fill that student subscription form, which was pinged in your messages. Please try to fill that form. With Snowflake, what extra knowledge is required? Sir, whatever the requirements, okay, almost everything I will cover in the class itself, sir. So better to learn from the Snowflake only. Okay, once you enroll to Snowflake, so better to learn some basic Python, sir. Why? Because as a data engineer, at least you need some basic Python, sir. Not a full Python, basic Python. So better to enroll to Python also. If You need it if you don't know Python. So please ask your questions and try to fill that form, sir. So please, I ping one link on your message tab. Please try to fill that form. Okay. Fill that form. Very good. Thank you, Chandra. So other guys also, please fill that form. Good, Swapna. Do you have any questions you can ask me? It is time to interact with me, knowing your things. So don't worry about it. I don't escape from you. Okay. So we will talk about what is Snowflake, why Snowflake, where Snowflake, when Snowflake, how Snowflake. Everything will cover. Okay. So coming to the documentation, okay, every document I will share you, sir. All the images I am teaching on the class, I will share you, sir. PPTs I will share you, sir. Okay. And lab practice I will share you, sir. There is a lot of lab practice out there, sir. Everything I will share you, sir. This is our content, sir. All these images I will share you. And lab practice I will share you. Snowflake lab practice. Okay. And also PPTs I will share you, sir. And some of the documents to learn more, sir, I will share you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Document wise out. Don't worry about it.
Sir, you were,
I
you
will.
were
Yes,
go
please.
ahead. Yeah, you were
Yes,
saying snow park, right? So is it part of snowflake, or do we need to learn again snow park separately?
as of now, Snowflake also claimed that feature of the Snowflake is Snow Park. As of now itself, we don't want to learn the Snow Park. Okay, with our
Okay.
Snowflake content, that will be helpful. Okay, that's why I just try to learn some basic Python. In future, maybe this Python will be used on the Snowpark. So by learning the Snowflake, you can easily learn the Snowpark also. Why? Because instead of writing the query with a SQL, we will write a SQL with a code query with a Python. That's it. Every operations and how to do operations, everything will be I will cover. Within the Snowflake only there is a worksheet. So in that worksheet, you need to write some basic Python. That's it.
Okay.
That's why in the first day itself, I'll telling you just learn some basic Python. That will be enough. No need to learn separate Snowpark actually. After chatting with WhatsApp, did you learn Telegram separately?
No.
After knowing the things on the WhatsApp, did you need to learn separately Telegram?
No, we don't need.
That's what here also. After 1 or 2 years, so they directly asked to teach me Snowpark one. At that time, I need to laugh. Why? Because once you know the mobile very well, then you can know how to utilize the apps. No, people won't learn directly apps, sir. Or app a feature. App is nothing but a feature in the mobile, sir. Yes or no? First,
Yeah,
you try
yes.
to learn the mobile first.
Yes.
After then, features of mobile. Same like that. Snowpark is the feature of a Snowflake. First, you need to learn the Snowflake. Then you need to learn feature. Features, I think no need to learn, sir. It will be adopted. Clear?
Yeah, it is clear. Sir, actually, recently I was installed this Snowflake software. So when I see there are some of the new features I see, like Git repository and stream limit app. So in our content, we don't have, I guess, now. So are you going to add those also, like basic things?
If you require, no problem. I will teach you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Actually, Git repository means it's actually in DBT level, we will cover that one. So in the Snowflake, no need that one actually.
Okay. Because
If you want, you just people try to focus on the new content. So don't worry about it. I will teach you. Actually, this is the Snowflake software. So simple SaaS setup, account creation and log into that account. That's it. Like a Facebook, Instagram account creation. Streamlit is the new feature actually. So see here you can create a Streamlit app. So and coming to that, where is the Git repository?
that is when you click on that plus symbol, new worksheet. Yeah. Git
SQL
repository.
worksheet, Python worksheet, Streamlit app, Git repository. It recently updated SS. So
Yeah.
if you want, I just configure. Actually, your storages and code repositories, queries will be maintained on the Git repository. Sir. For this, I think 2 to 3 hours of classes is enough.
Okay.
First, I need to say the basic Git repositories, Git operations, and after that, I need to configure that Git. No problem, sir. We can do it. No problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Actually, this will be covered on the DBT. If you want, no problem. I will cover here only. One or two sections I will cover. No problem. Clear?
Yeah. Thank you.
This one, this already previously came, not much used, but Git repository, no problem. I will show you. Don't worry about it. Dashboards, I will show you. SQL worksheet, Python worksheet. Okay. Views, everything I will show you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So 30 days free trial account will come, sir. After 30 days, it will be expired. So again, you can create a new account with your mail ID. No, you can do it, whatever. Clear?
Yeah. Clear. So don't we have option to more than 30 days, sir? Like
No. Why? Because you need to provide a credit card so that based on your usage, the credit card amount will be detected. So instead of that, you just go through the free trial zone. Why? Because you are practicing, you are doing some practice only. No?
okay. Okay. Because whereas in other softwares like student version is there, so like that don't we have here?
No, it is just a 30 days free trial. So
Okay.
entire editions will be there. Business critical edition will be there. Standard version will be there. Enterprise version will be there. But we can choose enterprise only. Enterprise and business critical are both are same, almost
Okay.
same. Okay.
Okay.
In this case, we can practice with free trial only. Why? Because they are giving $400 as a free trial usage. Okay. Up to 30 days, you can utilize this $400 as a free.
Okay.
So you can use same mail or other mails also. You can use other mail means new account will be there. New account and new credits, new utilization of amount will come. But if you use same, for example, right now I use a mail called Ravi classes1@gmail.com, for example, for this account creation. Right now, within the 4 days, this account will trial period will be completed. Again, same mail I utilized means whatever the left out dollars will be move forward to the other account, new account. Sir. You got my point.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Same mail also you can utilize, but whatever the leftover credits only moves to the new account. But if you use a new mail ID, so that normally $400 you will get. Why? Because here in the Snowflake, there is a chance of creating multiple accounts. There is a chance of creating multiple accounts. So in this case, one credit card, multiple accounts will be work. For example, one client will utilize with Azure Cloud, one client will utilize with AWS Cloud, one client will utilize with some other account. Let's say this account will be Singapore AWS account. Let's say if you create one more account, so that account will be GCP account. That will be Azure account. In coming classes, I will teach you, sir. One credit card, you can create multiple accounts.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody having any questions? Anybody having any questions, please ask me. Anybody having any questions? So if you don't have any questions, I will drop the section for today. We'll meet on next section. What is Snowflake? Exclusively, we'll talk on what is Snowflake and what is the features of Snowflake. Why Snowflake? Everything we'll talk on the coming classes. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. And now I'm going to start my career. I am knowledge of ETL, data warehouse, PBI, BigQuery, 45 years. Sir, is there, sir? Actually, recent previous batch, yeah, you have only 46 years. I think one of the guys is there around the 53 years of age is there. Okay. I think no problem, sir. In IT, age factor is not considerable, sir. Only the knowledge is considerable. So if you have a better knowledge and better suitable profile, definitely they will offer you certain amount. Or if you are expecting more means they can't affordable, maybe I don't know, but they are. If you reach their expectations within the salary and the job profile category, definitely they will offer you job. Age factor is not at all matter in the IT.
Sir, but nowadays it is difficult to manage documents, right? We should have like genuine documents.
Sir, here difficulty when it will be faced. If you don't have a smooth path, then you will face it as a difficulty. So if you don't have a smooth path means when you will get a smooth path? Tell me. So many people will roam it. Definitely that path will be smooth. Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
nobody are visiting that path. Definitely the path won't be smooth. Let's say
yeah,
we are going to what we can say in villages, people are going to their farmings. So somewhere the path
yeah.
will be very clear. Why people are keep on walking on that paths. That's why it is smooth. So in my scenario also, why I say this example is the requirement will be more. Okay, definitely they won't check all these things.
Okay.
Why? Because in IT industry, IT people, owners of the projects or managers of the project or HR, senior HRs are taking the fake profiles to
Okay.
fulfill their experiences. Let's say, for example, within the companies, you can ask your brothers or colleagues or something else. So they will keep your profiles and showing your profiles as a 5 years experience, but you don't have the 5 years. Whatever the outside profile is different, inside profile is different. Inside profile, same profile. For example, you keep 5 years experience on overall, but inside they send that your profile 5 years in the Snowflake code. Do you know that one?
Yeah, that is correct. Yes.
If the requirement will be there, they won't
Yeah.
check these things. That's why you need to choose your course with the latest, demandable. Latest and demandable. Latest means there is a chance of getting the job. Why? Because there is a competition less if it is latest. Demandable means there is a chance of getting the job within after 10 interviews also. Why? Because that is demandable. And also with liberal verification that will be happening. Sir, you are listening a lot of things. Okay, nowadays such what we can say, verification is very tough. Verification is tough. Yes. So people are thinking that Capgemini is very tough. TCS is very tough. But so many people are doing the jobs with a fake experience only. That
Yeah,
means
that is
same company,
yes.
how they are recruiting
Yeah, because of demand.
depends upon the demands, depends upon the project. Okay, don't worry about it, sir. Without
Yeah.
fake, no IT jobs are there.
Yeah, that is
I'm
true.
not encouraging the fake. I'm not encouraging the fakes, but I'm simply giving the clarification on it. That's it.
Yeah, that is true, sir. Right.
Sir, Snowflake came before 2 years back, sir. I started my classes first in Amirpet. I'm the first trainer in Amirpet to teach the classes of Snowflake. I'm not saying there's a proud, sir. I'm just saying the things actually. I'm sharing the things here. Why I'm saying it is 2 years back. And the 2 years back, nobody knows about the Snowflake. Only I'm teaching the classes for my colleague, my friends, and my friends' brothers within the close circle. Now people are expecting the Snowflake classes. Why? Because nowadays market is coming. But in the Snowflake, they are expecting 4 years experience also. You can go and check in the Nauka. They are expecting 4 years profiles. How when the market was came, sir, in the Snowflake in the India, they don't know this is a fake profile or not. For example, if you keep 4 years, they don't know it is for fake experience or not. Please tell me.
Yeah, whatever you said, correct, sir. Yes.
Definitely they will know, sir.
Yeah, yes.
But they will keep they conduct the interview. Okay, if you give the answers for that particular interview, they will fulfill all you will fulfill all your technicals. So that definitely they will accept it and they will move to the verification team. Verification team also take the reference from the team. Okay, this profile is needed or not. Okay, whether this profile is urgent or not. Based on the urgent base also, they won't do any verification also. For example, in some companies, after 1 year, verification will be issued. Why? Because they need to check your loopholes. After 1 year, maybe they don't need your help. So immediately they will initiate the verification. You got my point?
Yeah, got it, sir.
So simply up to 1 year, you can learn something, na? That is enough. So just think like that. Anybody having any questions, please? Thank you. Thanks for your time. We'll meet on next section. Next section when it will be there. So concerned person will be reported.